Welcome back to another video. Manchester City beat Arsenal last night 3-1 to go top of the Premier League. Not even feeling like shit, and I do feel like shit. I think I've developed a cold or something like that. I don't know. Not even that will stop me gloating and reveling in Manchester City's glorious ascension. The beast has awoken from its slumber. The phoenix rises from the ashes once again. And City have life breathing into them. Is that the right phrase? Breathing into them by Pep Guardiola. It's fury. It's absolutely wonderful stuff. And I cannot wait to talk a little bit more about Manchester City last night, because it is worth reveling in a tiny bit more. As always, I would say, please do hit the like button. I apologise for sniffling as well. I'll try not to. It's very hard not to when you're talking, though. And please do hit the subscribe button. I'm just 5 subscribers off 65,600 as I'm recording this video. It would be good to get there during this video, maybe. And of course, as well, I want to say thank you for all the Twitter followers. 60,000 Twitter followers today. It's massively appreciated. You're all superstars. So cheers to every one of you who follows me over on Twitter and, of course, over here on YouTube. It is massively appreciated. So there's loads we could talk about in this game. Absolutely loads. Do, of course, let me know in the chat what you make of the talking points. As always, do say hello in the chat. It's good to see you guys here, because we are live as we're doing this. Trying 5 things learned live. And I've been very been celebrating too hard today. I've got a small baby child, mate. I've caught it from Ruben, actually. I think he's had a bit of a cold recently. I caught it from him, so I wish, mate. I got to bed early and I don't sleep, and that's what it is. I'm run down. It's nothing. It's all good and honest. I wish it wasn't good and honest, but sadly it is good and honest. But yeah. There's loads we could talk about. I mean, there's so much to talk about with Manchester City at the moment. But obviously, this is just 5 things that I took from the game. If you want more in depth, always go back to the match preview from yesterday. It does obviously make a massive difference when you've got a team as good as City's. We can talk about every single player, so go watch that if you want to. So I'm going to start initially with the only place you really can start. The City pressure is real. Now, if you woke up this morning and had a brief glance around the world of football and social media, particularly on Twitter, you would have noticed a few things. Arsenal fans are absolutely fucking shitting it right now. They tried to play it off with like calm composure, but they've already written. They've already written their season off, seriously. A lot of them are doing the whole, yeah, well, it was fun and we're doing really well, and it was sort of, it was inevitable, and they've still got players to come back, but, we've got a lot to learn still, blah, blah, blah. Basically, those bullish Arsenal fans who maintain that this pressure would never show at any point, not all of them, of course. A lot of them were still very reasonable, and hello to those people indeed. But I was around Robbie from AFTV quite a bit last week because of the whole Premier League stuff with the overlap and Saturday Social. That man was bullish. He was telling me all his players are the best in position in the league, essentially. And they forgot just what it means to be out in front. The City pressure is real because City absolutely know how to win the league. They have been there and they've done it. And when you're being hunted by something as powerful as Manchester City, it is terrifying. Arsenal last night fucking bottled it. I'm sorry, that's just the absolute matter of fact. As good a side as they are, they made nervy mistakes. They couldn't create any chances after the 20th minute to about the 85th or something like that, other than the penalty, which once again was controversial. But Arsenal, really, they lost their nerve. They're a very good side, but they made sloppy mistakes, and they couldn't get their foot back on the ball properly until right towards the end, when they had a couple of half-decent moments as well. But largely, Arsenal were just not ready for Manchester City's pressure. They really weren't. This is their biggest game of the season, and they were all over the place at times. They were sloppy, they were inconsistent, and they showed to me that they're possibly going to wilt a little bit under this pressure. They've been dropping points. They've lost 3 of the last 4, by the way. 2 of them to Manchester City, and 1 against Arsenal, of course, but then a draw, of course, as well against Brentford. They are right now, they are rocking Arsenal. And the thing is, it's easy to see why. Now, a lot of Arsenal fans and a lot of people, they acted like they were confident the team could do it in the second half. I keep saying this, but being top of the table at Christmas or whatever, halfway through point, it's great, but it ultimately means fuck all unless you know what you're doing and you've been there before. You have to learn how to be top of the table. And Arsenal, of course, did it a long time ago, but that's a long, long time ago. It is right now. It's 20 years ago, man. Last time Arsenal won the league, some of you guys weren't even born, which sounds fucking crazy, but it's absolutely true. Genuinely, absolutely true. And that is hard for them to accept, but it's actually true because City have been there. And when teams start to figure you out, when you're Arsenal and everything's great and no one's expecting you to do anything and everyone's like, oh, Arsenal are good, aren't they? But no one takes you seriously because you're not yet really the team to beat. Suddenly you become the team to beat if you're top of the league. So teams look at how you play, they start to find your weaknesses, and then that one team gets it right, then the other team starts to copy it. And they start to get it right too. And all of a sudden, what worked yesterday doesn't work in the future. And that is difficult to take. And that is where you start to lose your head. And that is where you see moments like the Everton game. That is moments where you see Arteta last night being a little bitch with De Bruyne, losing his composure a little bit. That's when you see mistakes happening because the pressure starts to mount and you realise actually you have to fucking maintain those levels. And it's very hard when teams figure you out and all of a sudden you can't drop points because another team behind you starts to pick up form. The City pressure is real. And the difference is City have been there. We are not scared of losing a game. We are not scared of chasing down a team or being a few points behind because ultimately this is what City do fucking better than anyone else, man. We are hunters. We're also gatherers. We're everything at the same time. We are absolutely terrifying when we get that scent of blood. We are a fucking shark and we are coming for Arsenal. And that's the thing for me, is like, you got to give Guardiola the credit as well. Guardiola, that man alongside me in the photo, he knows exactly how to get under everyone's skin. Not just Man City, but the rivals in the Premier League and maybe even Arteta. The master really put in a masterclass last night and it was wonderful to see. The next thing I want to talk about is Erling Drogba bullies Arsenal. It's a terrible kind of compound name thing here, but basically Erling Haaland last night, he reminded me of Drogba so much. He was powerful. He was physical. It was his best game, in my opinion, in a City shirt. I'm sorry, but this cold is driving me mad. It was his best game in a City shirt, in my personal opinion. Not because he scored. He did, though, of course, which affected the title race hugely. It was more the case of just how powerful he was. Like, he was absolutely aggressive, man. Like, he bullied Arsenal. He gave Saliba an absolute nightmare. Like, two of the best, most informed centre-backs in the league, and he absolutely pushed him around the pitch all night. Like, we've been told how great Gabriel and Saliba are, and they are very good. But the physicality that this man has got, like, this wasn't just goals. This was power, link-up play, pace, determination, aggression. It reminded me of Drogba. Now, they're very different players, but they both had the same kind of thread through their performances last night. Drogba was a warrior who bullied teams, and this is what Haaland did too. And that's what you want to see from someone like Erling Haaland, man. Like, his game can improve so much, but to me, last night, he fucking absolutely went for it. He really did, and I love that. Cheers, Jack, by the way. I tried my best, mate. I tried my best, and it was worth it in the end. But Erling Haaland, like, yeah, what a superstar performance. Seriously, it wasn't very Man City. It wasn't always pretty. It was ugly, but it was powerful. But sometimes you need that, man. And to me, that was key. As is this guy, of course. KDB, he is that guy. KDB last night, I don't think he had his greatest ever Manchester City performance, but did he have one of his most memorable, potentially? One of his most memorable nights, I would say so. KDB standing up at the Emirates and bullying Arsenal is not a thing that we should be surprised about. He does this all the time, As much as Odegaard and all have got, talent, and Xhaka has had a great season, they're still not Kevin De Bruyne. Because when the tough get fucking going, KDB is there with them, leading the way. And KDB last night, he had an iconic night, man. An iconic night. He really did. Like, the way that he stood up for Manchester City, he scored a world-class goal. That finish is just remarkable. It's not easy to do that, honestly. KDB's finish, stupidly good. Stupidly good. Then, of course, he does what Kevin De Bruyne does. A smart, incisive right channel run, which, of course, the ball comes through to him. It always does, because City make those passes when we need to. And then De Bruyne picks out Haaland, and Haaland scores. So you've got the assist, you've got the goal. And that's not even where his night ends. He also, of course, put Arteta right there in the palm of his hand. Arteta tried to be a sassy little bitch and take the ball away from Haaland. He didn't need to, man. He didn't need to do that. Like, he didn't need to stir, like, De Bruyne that much. But he did. And De Bruyne waved his little finger in his face just to push him around and remind him that he's actually the boss. And that's what Kevin De Bruyne does, man. He really does. And then, of course, as well, there was the moment as well where he walked around the side of the pitch. Arsenal fans launching bottles at him, launching loads of missiles at him, which is awful, by the way. But KDB just casually ducked them, walks around the pitch smiling at them. KDB is that guy. Like, he really is. The quality, the fucking big dick energy, we're being honest, from KDB was remarkable. And he stood up once again. This guy has to play every week. Ruben Dias. And I'm not biased just because my son's called Ruben, but Ruben Dias, man. Ruben. Fucking play Ruben every single fucking week, man. Every single week. You need a strong spine. When you've got Ruben Dias, who's a warrior, or Rodri, who's a warrior, Haaland, who's a warrior, you've got a fucking chance. Have a world-class spine. And this guy has made every single difference to Manchester City. Maybe Laporte's a better passer. Ake's probably faster. Stones might be better all round in terms of his game. Akanji may be more elegant. But no one, absolutely no one in this Manchester City side has what this guy has. No one. No one has that incredible natural born leadership, that fucking aura, that genuinely calm, authoritative leader essence that Ruben Dias has. He simply is a natural born winner. And what I love about him, he's a winner with fucking class and elegance at the same time. Like, he drives Manchester City forward, but he does it with a supportive, positive attitude. Like, he cajoles his teammates. He doesn't moan at them. He supports them positively, and he fires up every single player around him. And to me, that is everything. That's what you want a fucking leader to do, and that's what Ruben Dias does. That is absolutely the very most important thing that you can have in a team. You need people that other people just vibe off and bounce off and look to for inspiration. And he is the inspiration. As I was saying, there may be defenders or centre-backs that we've got that are faster, stronger, maybe not stronger, I don't know, but or more elegant, better with the build-up and all that kind of stuff. But that leadership quality, that mental focus that he brings to the team, it's absolutely unquestionable. It really does lift up everyone around him, and you cannot deny the importance of that. Ruben Dias should play every single week because he's the heartbeat of Manchester City Football Club right now, and that to me is so exciting. Finally, Jack's biggest moment yet. Is that you, Nicola? Come up if you want, by the way. I hear downstairs chatting to Ruben. You've got very distracted for a second. Finally, Jack's biggest moment yet. I was buzzing for Jack Grealish. He scored, of course, a goal that absolutely mattered. There was loads of things I wanted to add in, by the way. I want to talk a little bit about Gundogan. Maybe Kyle Walker find his form. Maybe everyone find his form. Or maybe Guardiola sorting out the mistake that he made potentially the first half with the more direct football. A little bit too direct, maybe. But I want to talk about Jack Grealish because Jack Grealish is absolutely excellent, and he deserved this moment in the sunshine, Jack Grealish. Seriously, he's been waiting for a big moment for an awful long time, Jack Grealish. You know, a big goal in a big game, with his performances getting better and better and better. And tonight he scored the goal that, you know, he absolutely deserved. He really did. He deserved this performance, he deserved this goal, and I'm dead proud of him. Like, I'm also proud of this little man coming on right now. Ruben's here, wearing the Spider-Man outfit. Hello, Rubes! Spider-Boy. He saw his cousins today, and one of them is related to Spider-Man, so Nicola bought this off Vinted and thought I'd bring him on. Do you want to say hello to everyone? Rubes, do you want to say hello? Did you think Jack Grealish's biggest moment yet was his goal? I actually think it was. I thought he was absolutely excellent. Everyone say hello to Ruben in the chat, by the way. Go on, you want to. Hey, this guy's giving me a cold, I'm almost saying, yeah, he is. I have, like, oh, he's adorable, he's Sebastian, absolutely great. I've just been waffling Ruben about another Ruben. Changing everything. Look at everyone saying hello. Pete saying hello. Guy, Daniel, Ibrahim, Jacob. He's the best little boy, isn't he? And he came on his first holiday with us as well. Spider baby, Spider baby. He's the spit of his mum, isn't he?
He's literally just woken up.
He's just woken up.
I felt really bad. I had to basically wake him up to go to the toilet.
Oh, Mummy had to wake him up. But Jack Grealish, I was buzzing for Jack Grealish last night because I think he needed a big goal, didn't he, Ruben? He did. Because Jack Grealish is a little golden retriever of a human being, like a little puppy dog. And I was buzzing for him. God, I love him so much. This little guy, he's amazing. He has made me older. Look at Mini Nicholas, so cute. Are you trying to eat my hand there, Rubes? Are you trying to eat my hand?
Probably hungry.
Are you hungry? No, he's got hold of me. He's got hold of me, everyone. He's got hold of my phone. He hunted me down. There you go. Spider Boy gives Nicholas Stever so much joy. He does. That's cute, Pete. It's cute indeed. He also tires the shit out of us, doesn't he? Yeah, little guy. Yeah. He's the best thing in the world. Oh, there we go. Come here, you. Come here.
He's been a bit crazy of handling you there, isn't he?
There you go. You want to turn around? You want to turn around this way? You want to turn around this way?
Yep.
No. I love this little guy so much. But basically, last night I thought was a huge game for City. Like, honestly, the pressure. There we go. Let's turn around. There we go. There we go, little man. He just looks so much like your camera. It's adorable. He looks so much like his mummy. Looks at me, you know. Can you see the mixture of us two? Like, can you see the mixture? I think you can, you know. You know, like you merge faces. Delicious, baby. You did it back to me then as well. Bless him.
He's probably hungry, isn't he?
Yeah, he's definitely hungry. But last, I'll give him back to mummy now. There you go. Everyone say goodbye. There you go, little guy. Oh. But I was really impressed last night. Jack needed that moment. He really needed that moment. He's growing so fast. He is growing so fast, isn't it? It's crazy, Mudgies. He really is. Jack is growing so fast. He is, you know. Jack's growing in his Manchester City, you know.
He's really growing into his role, isn't he?
Yeah, Ruben's really growing into his role. What I'm really impressed about Ruben at the moment, right? His retention when he's holding things is great. His possession stats are absolutely on the increase. His dribbling stats are fucking off the chain right now, man. The expected dribbles in this house is unbelievable. More completed conversions than anyone in the house. You know, the adorable factor, you can't deny that. You can't deny the focus that these little feet bring, you know. He's fucking delicious, you know. Delicious baby. And he brings a collective cold to the house, you know. He brings us together. Yeah. Anyway. Back to all the points I was making. Grealish, I'm absolutely buzzing. But guys, I've pretty much done the 5 things learned now anyway. That's what I want to talk about. We've got, of course, Dias playing every single week. You're off the camera there, don't worry. I'm really happy about that. I think Dias should play every single fucking week. He brings so much to this team. Ruben's in the team always. KDB clearly is that guy, man. Like the aura he had last night when he rocked up to the Emirates, and he owned the place. But that's what the best do. The elite do that. They really do just put the other team in the palm of the hand. And it's so cute seeing you behind there in the corner. Look at his little face there. And Erling Haaland had, in my opinion, his best game in the City shirt so far. Like he had the power that he had, and the willingness to run and push people around. You have to be that, man. Like, you don't win the league by playing pretty football always. Sometimes you got to be fucking horrible. Sometimes you got to be aggressive. Sometimes you got to be willing to get your hands dirty. Like this little guy is in the corner, man. This guy gets his hand dirty all the time. You know, he put his hands anywhere. That's how you got to play. You got to play that way. Be more Ruben is what I would say. You got to be fucking minging. And last night, Haaland did that ugly work for Manchester City. And of course, as well, the City pressure is real. Like, it really is. Like, you can talk about winning the title, but you're not going to win the title unless you know how to win the title. You don't, and it's really hard to do what Manchester City have done over the past few years without an incredible desire to win and an incredible focus, man. Like, seriously, the focus that it takes to go again and again and again, it's hard. That's why when you've got a manager as good as this man here, Pep Guardiola, he was looking around for a way to get the season started. And do you know what? When the Premier League dropped those charges, I reckon Pep sat there and was fucking delighted. I know that's not the what you'd expect me to say, but I think he was delighted because he knew in that moment, I've got something to work with here. I can get this siege mentality going. I can get these players to tell everyone just how fucking good we are. Don't you fucking dare underplay our sporting merit and our achievements. Don't you dare act like we don't deserve this and that we haven't worked hard for this. Don't you fucking dare sit here and question what we worked so hard for the past few years. And I guarantee you Guardiola knew that. And when it came in, that he had to do that. And guess what? He did it because that's what he does because he's the best. Guardiola absolutely is the best. I love him so much for it. A couple of super chats. Where have we gone? Super chats from Mason Professor. Ruben is the one. Cute. Thank you so much. He is the one, mate. He's over. He's there. Yeah. His little wiggly legs. Mason, thank you so much, mate. He is the one. I love him so much. He's the best. I'm very proud of him. He's getting better. He's like he lifts himself up now. He started to roll. He started making the ma sounds, hasn't he? You know, I'm so proud of him. He's the friendliest little boy in the world. He loves chewing his hand at the moment. Thank you so much, my sympathise. Thank you so much, my friend. And there's another super chat earlier from Off Meta Professor. Said when we switched to back four, the game changed. It did feel that way, didn't it? It really did. Like we went a little bit more traditional, I'd say, with how we were going to play, and it worked. To be honest, I thought it was a really smart, change. What's going? Wow, I didn't see him coming. I wasn't looking. Wait, is he going on my shoulders for the first time? This is sort of the first time he's ever been on my shoulders. He's smiling a little bit as well. But this is a back. Is this a back four? Back four limbs. But it did work, I would say. What are you doing, little man? Oh God, he feels so cute on my head. I apologise for this, but I'm not apologising. The future left back on the bench, right? At this rate, what are you doing, little guy? Sorry, it's parenting time at the McInerney's here. He's got about another half an hour wait before bedtime. But anyway, that's the end of this 5 Things Learned video, really. I just wanted to quickly chat about the game. Cuteness upload. Yeah. Enough about me, Oliver. What about my baby?
No, it's not about me, actually.
And about Nicola, yeah.
It's not about me.
The joke's funny with pinching your glasses soon. Do you want my glasses, little man? Come here.
Yeah, I know. Pinch his glasses all the time.
Put them on him.
No, don't do that.
It's fine. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. City are fucking top of the league. Go watch my match reaction from last night. Ruben, do you recommend the match reaction last night, little guy? That side will do it for me. Go on. Yep. What do you reckon? You should watch it. It's really good. I promise you. It's good fun. For now, though, like, subscribe, and all the usual stuff. We got a drooling sideways baby. What's he doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, cheeky monkey? Do you want to go for my nose? He likes to cheat my nose sometimes. Anyway, I fucking love him. He's great, isn't he? I mean, I'm exhausted always, but he's the best thing in the world. Aren't you? You're the best thing in the world. Yeah. Oh, the best thing in the world. Look into your eyes and it's easy to see. Great to see that we won, Nicola. Yeah, we're all good, Andy. Thank you very much. Guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, catch you all in a bit. Watch my match reaction. See you at the fucking top of the league. We are the best. It's great. Bye-bye.